Can we just share a moment here and just talk about how every single woman that I keep getting interested in either is A, still stuck on an ex, or B, going through something and is trying to heal of some sort. I'm all about healing and like bettering yourself and being the best version of yourself. But why is it that I keep getting pulled to the ones that aren't ready for a relationship? Because I'm trying to be patient. It's getting harder every single day.
Men like this prove that there are good men out there. Yet these men are frustrated with modern women because they are not ready to be the women, the wives that these men want. Older men like Leonardo DiCaprio is out there taking prisoners, taking names, living his best life. He's even doing it with all the hate and the vitriol that he gets for dating younger women. Therefore, take heed, men. Some men are winning at the dating game, and here's how. Let's get started. What up, gents? Welcome to the Simsational Gent. I am your host, Sean C. Do me a favor, hit that like button so other good men can find this channel, find this content, and we can have the conversations that men need to have. Now, you may be watching this like the man in the opening clip. You've been dating and you can't seem to find a woman who is fit, feminine, and cooperative. Now, maybe you are a man who's gone on a date or two, thought there was a connection, and find yourself ghosted. Even worse, some of you are married or have been married with children, and your woman has taken you through the ringer of divorce and or trouble having a stable relationship with your children. Now, today we're going to talk about how some men are winning at the dating game and how you can too. One demographic that finds himself sick and tired of these modern women, but they find themselves winning, is older men. These men find themselves having success with women that are 5, 10, even 15 years younger than they are. But why are older men winning? Older men are winning because they aren't as anxious to be with the women that they're pursuing. Older men have already been through a lot in life, and depending on the age of these men, they already have a defined career and stability that young men do not have. Now, because older men aren't led by their members, they are able to think more rationally around women and are able to assess women for who they truly are, not solely for what she looks like or how hot she may be. The older men who have done the work and have their shit together are willing to turn down women who don't fit into their programs. That's why you see a lot of them going their own way and or looking to women of other cultures who are naturally feminine and traditional. Why do women go for older men vice younger men? What do these older men have that these younger men do not?
See, for this reason and for this reason only will I only date a 40-plus man. I woke up sick this morning. I called my little young friend that's around my age in his 30s, and I'm talking to him, and I'm like, hey, I'm not feeling well. I don't know what's going on with me. He gonna tell me, oh, well, I hate to hear that. I hope you feel better. Same instance, my old head called, hey, baby, how you doing? Oh, you sound like you don't feel well. I ain't even had to tell him. He could hear it in my voice. He paying attention. Now, he done came through. He done bought me all 5 food groups. I got meat, veggies, juice, soup, NyQuil, Dayquil, Benadryl, ibuprofen, and a hottie toddy. Oh, I'm feeling better. Yeah, get you an old head. He know how to treat you. Now, granted, I have to pay that back later, but y'all get it. It's worth it.
Older men who have been through some things and put in the work tend to be perceptive toward women. This gives them an advantage over younger men in several ways. They tend to make women feel more secure, which also makes women give in to older men, at least the older men who aren't totally simping. They know how to read their women and understand when a relationship is starting to run its course. They don't allow their emotions to fully run the relationship, and they tend to run their relationships with balance. Now, some younger men can't understand this because they haven't had enough of the right dating and or life experiences that an older man may have. A lot of younger people aren't patient enough. They lack the authoritative presence and or the masculine energy to gain their woman's feminine submission. Now, with modern women, even older men may fail at them. Or maybe, just maybe, they haven't put in the work required to be at a level that makes women go for them. I want you to watch this clip to see another scenario why men find themselves winning.
My husband and my mom are in the same decade.
72. I'm 49.
How old are you?
Younger than her.
I'm going to be 50 this year.
40.
I just turned 40.
The man who you see in this clip is married to a younger woman. Her mom is about 49 years old, about to be 50, and the husband is 40 years old. If you look at the finger of the mom, she doesn't appear to be married, and she also looks like she hasn't done a good job of taking care of herself, her looks, even her physical appearance. Now, what I want you to know is that men who are in their late 30s and in their 40s are in a very unique situation. They can find themselves able to date mothers as well as the daughters. For men of this age range, this opens up the dating possibilities to them much more than it will for younger men. They're able to date older or younger women if they've taken care of themselves. Now check it out. This man is only 9 years younger than his wife's mother. And truth be told, he still looks like he in his 30s for the most part. We know that women start to lose their sexual market value once they hit about 30. That value starts to decline as they get older, as they have kids, etc., etc. Now, for a man who's put in his work, his sexual market value starts to increase once he gets in his 30s. Now, you may be asking, Sean, that's good and all, but how does an average guy like me win? I'm glad you asked. Watch this next clip. Part of doing the work means you might have to do an image makeover. If you are a man who finds yourself saying, I'm okay the way I am, a woman needs to like me for me, wouldn't we attack a woman? Wouldn't we say something about a woman who says the same thing, who's not willing to put in the work on herself? However, if you aren't getting the results that you're looking for in this dating market, it's time for you to ask the question, is it me? Is it something that I can do to change to make myself more marketable? I'm telling you guys, this dating market is set up for men to win. Here is something else that I believe that men need to work on if they want to find themselves winning in today's dating market. Check it out. Now, these women out here like in-shape men as much as men like fit women. Now, some of y'all ain't gonna want to hear this, but Big Brother Sean is gonna lay it out for you. Some of you men out there want women to look a certain way, to be fit a certain way, to act a certain way, yet you won't get off the video games and get your ass in the gym. Maybe you one of them dudes that sit around and don't do much, don't get off the couch, and you expecting women to cater to you. Some of y'all husbands that let yourselves go, and yet and still you willing to tell your wife that she's let herself go, that she don't look like she used to. Facts. Listen, I don't expect women that I get with to be models. I do want them to value their health as much as I do. I'm not in perfect shape. I can admit that. But I do go to the gym and I put in the work 1 to 3 times a week just to try to maintain. I do it not only to attract women or have people look at me in a favorable light, but I do it predominantly because it is imperative that we work out as men to maintain our mental and physical health. That's part of the work that a man must do to start winning. Stick around to the end and I'm going to give you my top 6 things that men need to be working on in order to start winning in today's dating market, that they need to focus on when they're putting in the work. But before that, I want you to check on these couple clips I'm about to show you of women telling you what they're unattracted to, what women say they don't want from men. Check it out. For the men who aren't even looking for relationships, they are beating modern women at their own game. They are playing into the promiscuity and the independence that modern women covet so badly. These men are winning and they're not even apologetic about it. If modern women want to continue to go down this path, some men are taking advantage of this dating market and they're watching their stocks rise. Now, if you've stuck around this long, thank you very much. I promised you the 6 things that a man needs to focus on when he's putting in the work. First, know your purpose and work on it daily. Second, focus on your finances over relationships. Third, work on your physical and mental health. Fourth, upgrade your appearance for the type of woman you're looking for. And the last 2, you must have strong confidence and sense of character. Question of the day: why do men choose to sit on the sidelines instead of putting the work on themselves? If men aren't happy with their outcomes, then is it that man's fault for the way things are going in his life? Let's get the conversation started down below in the comments. Men are starting to win by seeking out foreign women. Watch this video to see how this woman says these men are weak and tell me if you agree with her.